All right, welcome back to the story. After a dramatic airship fight in the skies, our party has realized that the attack has made it so that they've almost lost track of Dr. Trenton and, Sirius and Zayden. They've been hired to protect him, so we need to figure out what's going on with him and continue our journey. So
I'm sorry.
What you last saw was Tenet at the very end of the ship, essentially getting a semicircle formed around him by 3 passengers you've seen on the ship for the last several days. They just look like druids. They haven't engaged with you. You haven't really had conversations, but maybe the occasional tip of the hat. They look like they may be from Esterli, but it's hard to tell with druids because they're very fluid and they can go to a lot of different places, a lot of different ways. And it's very surprising that they're circling him, and also why is he so guarded up? So that's what you're seeing.
Zayd, I think we have to intervene on this.
Yeah, bonus action going to resummon the blink dagger. So sorry, it's just hopefully you're all right. But I'm going to quickly begin to walk up and get with Sirius, kind of get into a defensive stance in front. Hold on.
Sorry, I'd like to go over to Tenet too.
Okay, so it seems like everybody's kind of moving like as backup, rushing it behind him. Mm-hmm. As you guys approach, what you're seeing is the druids are, there's a woman who has like red hair and a long sort of tunic dress, and then there is a dark-skinned human male who's bald and has his own sort of staff that he's carrying. And most of his clothing are green, but he has this really flowing leaf cape, so very majestic looking. And then there's one guy that looks like he's just a tiger that came to life. He is just bearded and wild-haired, and he has wolf skins, and he's like that one character that's in love with Brienne from Game of Thrones, just like, that guy. Big guy, definitely a fighter. And then there's Tenet, and he is like in attack mode, but hasn't attacked anybody. He has a wand out, and you realize we're supposed to protect this guy, but he looks like he has sort of protective instincts for sure. And maybe it just comes from years of seeing and doing a lot of things. But you're all coming to back up, and you hear this sort of conversation that he's happening. He's like, "Who are you? Who sent you? Are you part of this?" And as the 3 druids stand there, they seem to look at one another, and there's this moment where they look like they may be going for weapons, and instead they reach out their hands to one another, and then they clasp hands, and all of a sudden a burst of orange magic zips through them like a chain from one side to the other, and their forms drop and reshape. They form into a 3-headed chimera.
What?
A lion, a unicorn, and an eagle with red-orange plumage and fur, sour green lizard-like tail whipping in the air. And as they lift up off of the ship, they dive bomb away. They have decided they are outnumbered.
Okay.
And they are out of town.
What?
What was that?
It seems there is still more blood to spill. This pleases me.
Let's go. Tenet is pissed. Tenet is more angry. You've never seen this person raise his voice higher than like a casual conversation. He is so angry. He points at you. Come on, let's go. And he grabs the nearest table and he throws it. He starts to maneuver it. And he's sitting there and he's thinking and just pacing and talking to himself a little bit. And you guys are kind of like, what?
Would I have the ability to, obviously the thing is gone now, but I would like to cast Detect Magic and kind of see if there's any sort of, see what I could glean from the surroundings, from Tenet, from perhaps any sort of residual magic that the creature left behind, to see if there's any more arcane elements at play here.
Okay, so as Tenet is sort of talking to himself, he's pulling bottles and things off of his jacket and outside of his pockets, and he's just talking and he's grumbling, and he's angry, furious. And as you do that, yes, your detect magic spell goes off, so he lights up like a Christmas tree because everything on him is magic in some form or another. You see a lot of He might as well be.
Okay.
He is so inundated with magic, and it's so connected to him and to other people. Like you even see like weird little tendrils kind of falling off of him that almost like a little beacon that would just disappears after a while, but he is connected in all this very arcane way. And as he's talking, you see like there are threads of like wards that you're suddenly seeing that this ship is warded up. So either it may look like it's a garbage ship, but he has so much magical protection on it. It's insane. And then some of it, you look and you think, that is actually kind of, it gives off the vibes of some of the fleet's magic, like some of their people. So the goal was keep Tenet safe on this ship. And
everything has been allotted to make that
the
happen.
idea that something has gotten through that is a very interesting one. So as he is talking to himself, and he goes over to the nearest table, and he pulls out, well, first of all, he just yanks his amulet off his neck and throws it down on the table, and then he pulls out a scroll from his pocket and lays it out on the table, and then another little bottle that is filled with red liquid, red ink, red blood, red something. And as he stands over it, you see him unscrew the vial and pour it onto the scroll. And in the center of it, he puts the amulet right in the center, and all of a sudden, it just sort of starts to cook.
Ooh.
This blank scroll and this red ink spreads out from that center point, and you see these designs crisscross and overlap and making very straight lines sometimes, and they jolt and they make turns. And perception check for Zayden and Sirius.
Sure.
What in the hell is going
That
on?
one.
Not much better. 6 in total.
Well, you catch the edge of one of the corners as he is moving it, because he is examining it as well, almost like developing a Polaroid, where you're just waiting for the picture to develop and wanting to see what it is. And what you realize is like, it's a very close-up shot of like an aerial map of the fleet headquarters. And it like there's a library, and like you can see the edges of like the dormitories, and he stands there and looks at it silently and then waves, and it wipes the blood off, and all of a sudden the image disappears, and the little blood drops start to coagulate again, and they form another image of like it's fleet headquarters, but also backed out further, like it's more the city around the headquarters. He seems to not see what he wants. So he swipes it again, pulls out. It's like he's pinching a map further out, and for one point you're looking at the capital of Darnet, you're looking at the entire Esterli nation, you're looking at the continent of Karnan, you're looking at the entire map of Ditana. And then, directly below where you estimate you are on that map, you see a little yellow light blink. And his entire body sags in relief, like he just figured something out. And that little yellow light pulses like a very slow heartbeat.
Tenet, what? I've never seen you. So, what the heck is going on?
This was targeted. This was targeted. They were after me. They were from Esterli. I could tell by their accents.
You don't.
The Kestrels, I don't think they mattered. I don't think they mattered at all. We know about pirates, of course, but it's not as simple as that. Not the moment those druids, why would they be on this ship?
That's what I want to know. Aren't you just like some kind of science type? I thought you were kidding when you said you had people after you.
I don't have people after me. I have people that want my brain. It's a different thing altogether.
Brain.
Mind flayers.
I wish.
Worse? Worse than mind flayers.
How is that possible?
Who are these druids? Denon, I don't think that...
I can't imagine. The druids and the wild blooms are allies. I don't know what this is.
The wild ones?
The wild blooms are the druid grove in Esterli. Something's happened. Either they're spies or they're not really druids, or something very bad has happened and they're furious about something.
Define very bad.
The fact that anything got on this ship between Cassandra and myself guarding it and sending you means very bad things have happened.
Well, we're already on the ship. However many miles above the ground, what can we do at this point?
There might be someone else who's still here who's been working. We
And
don't know for
more-
sure if it was just the druids.
Additionally, if they're Esterli... If it's an Esterli druid grove, are we safe to continue back to the capital, or...?
He just looks confused and kind of lost for a minute.
That yellow pulsing, is that what we just saw? Are you tracking them?
No, that's not them.
Is it us?
No.
What is it then?
It's Cassandra. She's not where she's supposed to be. She's supposed to be home. She's supposed to be at the fleet. Why is she in the middle of the ocean? Hundreds of miles away.
And how close to us? Do you reckon, do you estimate?
If you're able to look at this map, it would look like it's within miles of where the airship should be based on your own estimations. This is your commander. This is the person who's your boss, who has been training you for at least 3 years. This is a war hero of Esterli, and she's not where she's supposed to be.
Is it possible that we might be able to requisition the ship in the name of the fleet to go check this out?
Well,
The ship-
hold on. Protecting Tenant is still not just our job to the fleet, but a moral obligation. This is one of the greatest minds in our arcanum that the world has to offer. If you're
not
under attack, then
I don't matter as much as she does. We need to find out why she's there and what's happened.
Besides, he's got other people protecting him.
and himself, I suppose. Okay.
This matters to Trenton, it seems, this yellow
No,
pulsing.
You're right, you're right.
She's
And-
alive. I can tell that much.
Perhaps she simply did not trust you to get the job done and has been tailing you a long way.
No. She trusts them.
Winifred, is there anything that you're noticing about this situation? Is there any sort of anything that you can glean?
Is there any way that you can find out if there's evil or good people amongst us who would maybe have ulterior motives?
Yeah, you got spells, right?
I do. I could see if there are non-humanoids, that's about it.
Well, we had one chimera. You don't think that there could perhaps be any other co-conspirators amongst the crew, if there's already been such a
Three.
large one as we saw?
There could be anyone on the ship.
And I will cast Detect Evil and Good.
Okay. What does Detect Evil and Good do for us?
Lets me know if there's aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead within 30 feet of me.
Well, a very strange thing happens to you.
And I know where they are located, exactly.
Is this just Winifred knows so?
Oh.
Just me.
Okay.
It would also.
And so
Would it pick up on you?
It would pick up on the celestial with me.
Yes. Okay, so you realize that his dragon friend is a little more something to it, but also your new ally, Darcy, is giving off undead signals.
I stare directly at Darcy. Is there anything you'd like to share with them before I do?
He kind of, because he has the gaping like blood wound like dripping, and he
He's still shaking because he's jumped off of his shit. And like he opens his mouth just a little, and like you can see kind of like the glint of fangs.
I knew he was a vampire. I knew it.
To be fair, he's not a vampire, is he?
I would not be here if I was a vampire. Vampires are very different than.
That was out of character.
Tenant will go. Tenant will use a cure wounds and seal up the wound.
Oh, I was going to get that one. It would count as a miracle for my patron.
I'll let you grab the next one.
Thanks.
I still am deeply bruised.
Wait, hold on. Did you say patron?
We'll unpack that later.
We need to go. We need to follow. I have to find out what's going on, why she's wherever she is. And he starts to manipulate his map a little bit more so that he's essentially doing like zoom and pinch on his phone to sort of narrow down. And he starts to realize that the little yellow dot that he says is Cassandra is coming from a very small island right in the center of Ditana, so that it's isolated. He can't imagine what would be out there. You're far from most continents and countries. It's just something is there and something has her there. Or she's there for her own purposes. We don't know yet.
Before we do whatever we're going to do, I just gotta ask something real quick. She turns to Darcy and like pushes him. It would have been like at the shoulders, but with their height difference, it's more like just above his waist. What in the hells were you thinking?
I'm sorry, you thought I had a choice to do this? You thought I died on purpose and asked someone to resurrect me to be a blood-eating thing?
I ain't talking about that. I was talking about the ship. You're a wizard, you're a magic guy. You could have just kept firing spells,
No
but you
one
went
else
over there
was going to do it.
I was gonna do it. You know, I don't have anything I could fire that far.
For what it's worth, everything's worked out to some extent. So I think fish
I
to
was
fry.
starting to like this bozo, and he almost got himself killed.
We have a new destination, and also, Tenant, I know that the ship has been warded as heavily as it has, but is there a risk to the cargo as well? Someone should check on that.
We don't need to check on the cargo.
Are you sure?
I don't care about the cargo.
To be fair, we were paid to also make sure that was all right. I'm just gonna check.
I think I trust.
Captain Tovin and Tennet seems to have made a decision now that you've said something about the cargo. And Tovin eventually will come over and they have this exchange where Tennet tells Tovin, I know that you understand that this is your last trip on this ship. Captain Tovin is a little like, well, I understand that we've got new owners, but I wasn't really planning to go anywhere. I didn't know that would be a problem. I was kind of hoping they'd keep me on. What do you know that I don't? And Tennet turns to Tovin and is like, well, I own the ship now. So we're going to be making a detour. There are very expensive potion bottles in the cargo. Please disperse them amongst the rest of the guests so that they aren't so angry that we're going to have a delay in their trip. But the ship belongs to me, so you're going to fly it. And he starts pointing at the map there.
Warwick is amused by this, and he says,
About time someone showed that drunken cur his place.
Yeah.
And the drunken cur in question looks like, hey, little girl, you need to back up. Who are you talking to? I can knock you off the edge of the ship anytime I want to.
Yeah, and I'll knock you right back if you
Warwick
touch him.
is pissed. Apologies. Warwick is very angry.
True.
Very angry.
Warwick is clenching, his fist is tight, and he goes up to Tovin and grabs him by the shirt. And he says,
You do not call me that. I am a man. I was born a man. I lived my life as a man, and you will call me as such, or you will die like the dog you are. Do I make myself clear?
You know what? I'm a friend. Friend of everyone, absolutely. I didn't know. You can have extra ale tonight. Sir, thank you for that clarification.
That's what I like to hear.
So yeah.
What? Something I would like to do in advance is I would like to cast Find Familiar.
Okay.
I'm gonna draw my little.
Mage hand.
I'm gonna draw my vial from my belt loop, give the top a spin, and draw out a single, almost mummified in a way, raven feather. And I am going to summon my familiar, Cathan.
Cathan.
Darcy sees him do this and he gets very excited, visibly so. You have invisible friend?
Not invisible. And as held between my thumb and my thumb and my middle finger, I snap, and that single feather plumes out. It's almost as if there's this bubbling, fleshy quality to it, and out comes this partially sort of decomposed raven
that's
that
gross.
perches then onto my forearm.
Serious, would you appreciate help?
How so?
You see as Darcy's eyes start to gradually fill with blacky inkness, and just the whites in the pupils just all disappear, and then just another raven, this one much more alive looking, pops up on his injured shoulder.
Double raven.
I appreciate that.
This is you name?
Cathan.
Inky.
Very well. It's a pleasure to meet you both.
Bird people.
Man, I want a bird.
All right, while this is happening, Warwick would like to go to Bella and return the Green Giant.
Thank you.
A warrior's weapon is his most trusted friend. To lose one is to lose a part of yourself.
Yeah.
He then pulls her closer.
He says, but make no mistake. The only reason I assisted you was on behalf of my patron.
Bella looks at him in the eye, and she gives him a hug.
Oh, he's not expecting that.
Just like that stiff, what is happening? What are these feelings?
Best friend. Thank you.
Yeah, Warwick's hating every second of that.
What are we looking for? Serious?
Well, I think the only person who can answer that question is right in front of us.
So Lieutenant and Tovin have been having this conversation where Tovin's kind of like, oh, I didn't realize you were my new boss this whole time. I didn't, someone might have told me that. It would have been great. I would have, you could have had the guest suite, you don't have to sleep down in the bunks. And Lieutenant's like, I like traveling like this. I like learning how people travel together, especially if I'm going to own it. I would like to know how it flies when it's normally being flown. And he's just kind of going on a tangent and clearly hyper fixated on this. And eventually he's like, take this map, set a course, we're going to whatever that is, tell the rest of the passengers, we'll keep them safe, and they'll get a lot of money for their troubles. But I'm the captain now. And it's like this switch has flipped. You saw this very polite, very soft-spoken, sciencey kind of nerd guy. And it's like the moment a threat has happened, he is in go mode. And it's like, now you understand, when people were talking about, he has these abilities of, we had in our session 0, we talked about how he has very good battlefield skills. Mm-hmm. He's very good at triage and calculating what the next step is. It applies to this as well. And so after he speaks to Tovin, he comes back over to you and he's just got his hands on his hips. And he's clearly half thinking off somewhere and half in this moment. This is supposed to be a hospital ship. That was the plan. I'd buy it, bring it back to Esterli, and we could travel all over the entire empire, treating people. We redo the bunks and we make them hospital rooms. We treat people at the top as a clinic. We could be mobile. We'd be able to fly anywhere. I could do so much good. It wasn't supposed to go like this.
So what type of ship is it now?
Garbage. Cheap. A good find. What I could afford. What the Empire could afford. It's partly sponsored by the Emperor himself.
The Emperor broke.
But none of this matters if we don't know where she is.
We'll find her. It's gonna be
So
okay.
what are we
Trent.
looking
Yeah,
for?
so-
We're just playing with birds. Because I'm fine with
we can-
either of those options.
Both of us have scouts. What are we looking for?
Oh, I also have a scout.
You are very.
Can your scouts travel after the Chimera?
I think so.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna then throw Cthon forward as he
Okay.
sails into
You
the
are
clouds
very
after.
unfriendly. And you see Inky climbs on an angle. You know what to look for? And the raven
Yeah.
nods, and I just kind of let him go up.
Two very different choices here. So yeah, I will let your birds take little journeys, and we'll check back in with them in a little bit and see what they learned.
Ah,
Okay?
I didn't expect to get that much. This is awesome.
Yeah.
They're best friends now.
Warwick goes up to Darcy after this, and he would like to say,
I was unaware that you too had returned from beyond the Pale of Death. What you did during that fight was very brave. You've earned my respect, boy.
I do not want your respect from dying. Please do not give me that. I did not want to be this. Do you know that? I don't want to kill humans, right?
You kill humans?
And that is where we differ.
When I was, how I say, when I was starting out, yes. Do you know how you get hungry, but for normal food?
Yeah, like a sandwich or lamb.
Yeah, I cannot eat that.
Why?
What do you mean? What? It doesn't provide, it tastes good, but it doesn't provide me any sustenance or life. So I was trying not to eat anything for a while, because most vampires you are familiar with probably you think only blood. I also eat raw flesh.
So what have you been eating?
Sirius saw me kill rats.
Indeed. There is very much we share in common, boy, and I was not
I
aware
do
of
not want to
this.
share anything in common with you.
I understand. But in time, you will come to savor the kill and the taste of flesh against your tongue.
I'm really fine with the rats right now. Thank you.
Or perhaps not.
Yeah, no, I have killed people I did not want to. I was.
Well, I suppose we can relate to that as well.
This whole time you've been dealing with this?
What, do you think I just went to sleep one night on the ship and some. Sorry.
Hey, there we go.
I'm so sorry.
glad I'm not the only one.
You think I just went to. As I went on laughing. You think I just went to sleep on the ship in one night and there was a vampire on the ship? No vampire travels like this. They can turn into bats, right? I don't know. But my uncle killed me, and then
Another evil uncle.
We have so much in common.
There's a pestilence and there's so many evil uncles.
the vampire who bit me, also the magic I do. And
Is your uncle the vampire?
No.
Okay.
Why would?
I'm connecting the dots here.
No. Okay. So here's what happened. Do you want the whole rundown real fast?
The short version.
The short version, my uncle evil killed my mom, killed me. Same way, both through poison. But not at the same time. My mom died when I was 2. And then he got mad because I didn't want to carve wood the rest of my life. And so then he killed me. And then the vampire I met in the woods one night who gave me the blood magic book. And then he revived, yes. It's very easy to hide vampirism behind the blood magic thing, but also people are usually like, ooh, gross blood, in both regards.
So I think I will be taking all of you on as patients or workers in the next few weeks, just to be clear.
I think that.
Are you referring to me as a patient?
Yes, I think you should be treated properly. It sounds like you don't know what you're doing if you're...
I'm eating rat. I'm fine. Rats are good, actually.
You're not the first Dampier in the world. We can find you a better solution and find you ways to solve this.
If like uncooked lamb will work, or if uncooked stuff works.
I'm sorry I
I
gave
ate
you
a
a hard
pig
time.
once.
Just accept the help.
So, when did you kill your uncle?
My uncle is actually still alive and well.
Such a shame.
That's why I'm on the ship, because I'm leaving my hometown where I grew up.
You're running from him?
Yes. More than and my family also kicked me out. Because, coming home covered in blood.
Perhaps I spoke too soon. I see myself in you, boy, I do, but nevertheless, you are a yellow-bellied coward. I hope in time I can teach you how to stand your ground.
Hey, be nice. Most
and
people don't.
savor the taste of flesh instead of fear it.
To be fair, no coward jumps off a ship onto another ship.
That hurt.
Fools, maybe, but not cowards.
I'm smart. Relatively.
Academically smart.
Street smart. None.
Impulse
Zero.
control.
Zero.
I am 18 forever. I am a teenager
That is
forever.
Truly, one of the greatest curses
That is
one
a
could
curse.
have.
That is
Yeah,
a curse.
I was really stupid.
I mean, someone was eventually going to have to do it. It was going to crash into the ship.
But you see, you didn't even steer it, and it still did not crash into the
I
ship.
feel like we're getting hung up on the ship a lot.
Winifred, are you aware of any of the druid collectives in Esterli? As a paladin, do you work with them at all?
Maybe in passing, but not. I haven't been to Esterli in a while.
I'm trying to figure out why there'd be so much unrest with people who are usually not so aggressive.
Well, the mines recently opened back up. You don't think that could be related?
Unlikely.
Mathilde is the mayor there, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
We have our own theories about that.
The mines are very close to the wild blooms. Wild blooms have had a very difficult time. The wild blooms are very close to Parish. It's like there is an infection in the middle of the empire. Someone is targeting the empire's strength. Cassandra is the top of that. I don't know if you understand that most people on that continent would not be alive if she hadn't made it through.
Well, I always knew Cassandra was important, but I think I never realized how deep this ran.
I've been her personal medic for 2 decades. She suffered an injury to her brain a long time ago. It has left her with lifelong consequences. She has migraines, seizures, blackouts. Sometimes forgets her name if she is hit too hard. I've managed her symptoms for a very long time. The only reason I'm able to travel now is because the war is over and the commander role has taken her off the field and keeps her away from most adversaries. This is us technically retired.
Had I not known any better, I would say our friend Trenton spoke much like a man in love.
Of course I'm in love, she's my wife.
Oh,
That's new!
I was unaware of this.
All right, everyone go to your notes real fast.
That's new! What?
How long have you been married?
That makes a lot of sense.
15 years.
That also makes a lot of sense.
We've traveled together for a very long time. We were an adventuring party of half of the royal children, to be honest. They just liked going on adventures, and Cassandra was raised with them as their companion. I showed up later. We all sort of showed up. We had a party. We traveled around and saw many things, and then Mira and Silerin had decided to have children, and so the party kind of dissolved. But then the war happened. We needed to come back together, and this is targeted. This is directly targeted, and I can't imagine who is making such a strike. No one should have been able to find us, which makes me concerned as to who else very close is involved.
This may be entirely off topic, but did you get your amulet as a part of your little adventure or big adventure, whatever?
The amulet is her heartbeat. That's how I know she's alive.
That is adorable. Does no one think this is adorable? That's so cute.
Given the stakes, there's
she's
no
in
time to
danger.
appreciate that.
She is in danger.
I mean, there's more than one way to come back from the dead.
There's a bit of a romance to it, I do agree.
Thank you. You should know too, since you named yourself after a romance book character. Like, you should definitely know about that, right?
Sure, of course. No, that's where I got my name, yeah, no.
I know you're assigned to protect me, but I'd like to offer a counter deal. You hold your own, and I need people who can hold their own to rescue her. So if you don't mind, I would like to reverse this situation and hire you all to save my wife.
You don't need to hire us. We're in. Well, we're in.
Well, I mean, if you got the extra coin, I got a couple of debts to pay. Not the time.
I suppose the rescue of your betrothed would be satisfying for my patron. I'm in.
Also, do not need to be hired.
I mean, I am very poor. So a little money would be nice, but I also would be more than happy just to do it for free.
Thank you. Thank you. That I don't know how to fight. I just know how to support. And I can't leave her like this. So we will go to this island and we will find out what's happening next. As long as the light's blinking, then she's alive. And if it stops, I will destroy them, whoever took her. So we just need to be ready.
Such a fire swirls within you, Trenton. Perhaps you should release it sometime.
You don't want to see what I have done before.
Oh,
I know a warrior because I am one. I can smell it on you because I am one. I just look differently than you. Just like you look differently from yourself.
Indeed.
I'm starting to notice a headache. This is a lot more than I thought it would be getting on this stupid ship.
It was just supposed to be a trip home. I was supposed to enjoy the trip and just have a nice little break from doing a lot of science. And then go see my wife. And then we were going to go, I don't know, to bed and breakfast.
They have a bed
She
and
hates
Go
them,
to bed.
but she knows I like them.
You're coming.
Can we use that? Can we say that?
What?
Bed and breakfast.
It's not a copyright.
B&B. The Airbnbs of the world. Airship B&B.
It's
That's the next one shot.
It's B&B Beyond.
B&B Beyond.
If we have a little bit of time, I would like to not have a bruise covering most of my torso.
I volunteer myself.
Do you have to touch me?
Yes.
Why'd you have to say it like that? Why'd you have to say it like that?
I'm sorry. No, I can do that from a range. Here.
Thank God.
It depends on which spell
I
I'm
don't want
casting.
that one to touch me
All right.
ever.
I'm gonna spend 2d6 for my healing light pool to spend a bonus action.
Lindsay, how much health point does Cure Wounds do?
It's just so you're
I can
max.
tell you.
This is a rest as well.
It's 1d8.
If you guys need to rest up, consider this a rest.
Okay, like a long rest?
Short rest, definitely.
Great.
Because it's going to take about an hour or two to land this ship.
Yay, got all my rages back.
So to recap, Tovin is flying this ship towards a random island. We may have about 30 minutes
Okay.
to arrive. Is there anything that you guys want to do to prepare for a random island crusade that you of unknown origins. Yes.
Warwick would like to heal Darcy, not touching, just using his healing light
Okay.
in order to make his patron happy. So that's 9 hit points.
Oh,
Your patron is happy. The little angel sound that happens every time a miracle is performed. Exactly.
I will say I've never done a short rest in all of my experience of D&D, so I have no idea what's happening.
You're at
right
max
now.
health.
Burn hit.
Max health?
Usually. You didn't lose enough for it to not be max health.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be-
Yeah, because
Well,
what?
yeah,
It's
you
because
spend
I
hit
have
dice.
66. Yeah. If I had casted my blood magic,
I've got 2 things I want to do.
I'm sorry. How do spells work on a short rest?
Unless you're a warlock, you
Nothing.
get none.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
Yeah.
If you're a wizard, you should have arcane recovery.
You should be able to get one.
Which arcane recovery is like a minute, right? You can do while you're resting.
Find out where the. Okay, put it.
I mean, it's
It is.
fine. I didn't expend that many.
Smile. After a short rest, you recover spell slots.
Is that a feat though?
No, that's just a
No, it's
wizard
the
thing.
original.
Oh,
No,
really?
yeah.
It should be.
Arcane
recovery is just a wizard thing, right?
That level or half or less than wizard. Oh, that level equal.
Yeah.
So you can recover spell slots that are equal to half or less than your wizard level.
So either 1 4th level spell slot, 2 2nd level spell slots, 4 1st level spell slots, or any combination. So like a 2nd level.
So like, if I expended a first level and a third, I could
Yeah.
get both of those back.
it's 4 levels total.
Okay. Okay.
Around this time,
Thanks, guys.
your little friends, your little bird friends,
Yes.
come flying back.
That makes my questions down to 1.
Yes. And so, how does it work with your familiars? Do you ask them questions? Do you
Well, they
communicate?
can just chat to us.
The ink of the eyes is me seeing through Inky.
Okay.
So he's literally like my eyes and ears when I
So do you have
the-
any questions about what he may have seen?
I mean, yes.
Okay. So at some point, both of them, both of the, what are they? Ravens?
Both
Yeah.
of them, yeah.
Both ravens. So both of the ravens kind of just were like dancing for a while. They're like, check it out. Spread our wings. I haven't been out and doing things in a while. And they have like little chats, and it's just a little Snapchat discussion all the way down. And then they actually see the chimera, and it's just batting its wings, slowly getting air, and then like speeding up, and it's trying to navigate through the very thick clouds that it's using for cover at times, and then trying to speed through some. But you can see that it's gaining more speed as it is. They break through the last layer of cloud cover, and you see the expanse through through Inky's eyes. You see the expanse of black ocean. The nighttime is just covered it, and you can just see glittering water from the light of the 3 moons over Diana. It's very pretty, but it's very spooky. And slowly in the distance, you can see a shape that looks like a landmass come into focus. And at some point, your familiars both feel the pull of their limits and decide to come back and turn around and come back to you.
Do I get to see like any like features on the island? Like, can I tell what kind of like biome it is?
It looks somewhat mountainous.
Okay.
It's rocky. It does not. Just from the shape of it, you're not seeing like a flat beach, and you don't really see any plants yet. But you do see kind of a mountain shape in the background, at least. It looks more volcanic than it does like fancy.
A chain island. Perhaps.
While this is all happening, seeing that, kind of give a nod to Sirius, just kind of looking over and like, you got this?
Yeah.
I gotta check something real quick.
Go on.
Zane is gonna kind of looking around, just sort of in half, looks like he's inspecting like the damage and stuff, but eventually will crawl his way back up to the crow's nest. And there's like a little compartment there. It's for probably like for if you're in the crow's nest for I guess an eyeglass or something of the sort. But as he opens up, there's a bunch of painting supplies inside there. And I'll take them out. He kind of gives a sigh and looks at them, and then takes out from the, let's say there's a jar there, there's like a singular pen. And he sort of looks at it, and there is, it's a very well-crafted pen. It's very small as well. It's halfling sized. And he sort of looks at it, and looking at the painting, he then signs Pim Gabber. And looking at it, kind of he goes to put the pen away in the jar, but instead kind of hesitates and sort of opens up a little pouch on him and puts it inside, staring one more time at the artwork, closes everything else and leaves the artwork there. And kind of one last little sigh, looks out at his hand. Sometimes it's okay to move on. And looking up, he is going to summon the little spark and just send it off into the sky. I'm gonna hopefully with the idea of not exploding, because he doesn't realize until after he sent it, he's like, oh, that might be a bad timing with everything going on. This might actually be very bad. But he kind of sends it off and trying to just sort of dampen it, but knowing that he's able to do it again. All right.
Centered yourself a little bit.
Yeah. Centers himself a bit, realizing that knowing that all this stuff is, starting to build up, and that the boss is in trouble. It's probably worth it at this point to really get things together. And so this is centering himself. He leaves the painting here. This is not all that different from all the other dragon artworks that he's done, but as he kind of climbs over the edge and looks at it one last time, he's like, I guess they were all good. And kind of crawls down and then gets ready and looks over to you. Okay, you ready?
Of course.
And you notice his voice is different. He's not speaking in the voice.
He's put away the Batman for now.
Yeah.
Did you take a cough drop now? All right. So, is there's anything anybody wants to do? Yes.
So my head's spinning after all this. I just got my hammer, lost my hammer, got my hammer back, had that little conversation with Warwick, and turns out Trenton is a lot more like metal than I thought he was. So I go over and where are you at?
Somewhere on the top deck, scouting out, probably.
I'm just gonna go over and slump on a rail next to you, tell me I ain't the only one out of my depth here.
It's a bit more than expected, for sure, but we've got it.
I thought I was gonna lose Greenie. I thought I was the one protecting Trenton, but he's got all that.
We'll get through.
I've been keeping a bunch of secrets. No, yeah, none of them seem really particularly like that big of a deal anymore.
We're among a strange cast of people, including our own.
Yeah, yeah, no kidding. Hey, I know you're a paladin, but now it's feeling like the kind of... You wouldn't judge me for this. Promise you won't.
What is it?
I'm not here on a leisure trip. I'm here because I'm running. I used to... Back in Kytham, I'm part of a fight club, underground.
Oh.
That's why I know how to fight at all. I ain't just into botany.
Don't talk about Fight Club.
You're breaking the second rule.
First, second, and third.
Yeah, well, I've got a bunch of criminals after me. I want to go home. I've got a baby brother. young, and I miss my parents. I'm sorry. I must seem like an absolute pile of mush to you.
I mean, it is hard being away from home.
She's like looking at the sky towards where Kython is.
But you can always return.
How the heck am I gonna do that? I got all the worst minds in the city on me, and the only person who could have protected me, the only person I trusted, was the one who sold me out in the first place.
You go back stronger. That's what I'm doing. The future is bright. Your future is bright. You go back stronger.
I suppose a good way to do this is helping out one of the only people who was kind to me.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. What's your name again?
It's Winifred.
Winifred. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Winifred. Appreciate it.
Let's go back.
I'm gonna go water my plants.
Before that, real quick. Hey, I'm so sorry. Like I resummoned the dagger that I sent into you. I'm really sorry about that. I didn't apologize. It's just sorry.
I can just eat a rat or something. It's fine.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Tennant pulls out a bottle of like a whole vial of just straight up human blood.
Oh, whoa!
Darcy is like grabbing it and like drinking it and like
walk in on this.
and like it takes him like no time at all to
Oh, that's blood. Okay.
that tastes
You
so
just had blood?
I'm a doctor. I have a lot of blood.
Do you have any more?
No, this is mine. If he
What?
has,
No.
do not give any to him.
I think you can have meat.
It tastes like
You can have the
rat's
cooked meat.
blood tastes so different. Like it tastes like
You can have all my
garbage,
portions.
and that like tastes if you like when you eat like a cake. That's what human blood tastes like. It's just so much better.
Indeed.
You'll need your strength as well. So
Seems like most of us are back in finer spirits. Trenton, is there anything in the cargo hold that might help us?
the cargo is mostly potions that I'm now probably just going to let go to the people on this ship so that they don't kill us for delaying their flight, because people in airports are not known for their ability to maintain
mutiny.
control.
Think rationally.
Yes, but a few million gold worth of potions should do that, I think.
I understand if you are all opposed to me coming with you. Because the blood thing is not everyone's, and
We've kept stranger company.
I'm not worried about that one. But like, I understand if you do not trust me anymore. I did keep something from you, and the human blood
Just
thing is.
be honest. From now.
It's not.
No, from now.
If it helps, you're not the first person I've had who's eaten blood, but you are the first vampire.
Again, not a vampire. I would not be traveling like this. I would not be running from my uncle. Vampires are very, very different than Dampiers. Dampiers are like little babies compared to vampires.
Yeah, you smart types are too specific about everything.
It's not smart. It's just general public knowledge of how everything
is quite different.
Never hurts to
Yeah,
be
look.
precise.
I knew somebody who I knocked his teeth out, and he spit blood on the floor, and you know what he did? He leaned down and he licked it up.
Did you see he had,
You're a lot nicer than that loser.
ooh.
But did you win?
Yeah.
But did you?
That's why I'm having you come along.
I mean, I can be mean.
This may be your first time out in the world, but I will say that my first time out in the world, I caused a cave-in, and that's how I met my wife. So things turn around very, very quickly. You never know.
Tennant, I love you. You're not great at pep talks.
I've never been accused of that.
Happened to me,
True.
the dagger out of my shoulder died, for Christ's sakes.
I just make sure a little bit away. I just wanted to make sure you're okay.
Sirius and Zayden, have you noticed anyone acting peculiar back at the fleet? Anyone you've seen Cassandra meet with or even discuss having problems with?
No, I don't know.
One name comes to mind.
Well, whose name?
One second. I swear I remember that there were some problems with Mathilde a while back.
Well, Mathilde was the villain of the last story, and so you've definitely got some shady vibes from her.
But she's the mayor, right?
She's the mayor of Morston.
Yeah, but
But she's not
even
with the
after
fleet.
we dealt with, we put
Yeah.
Ozilith to rest and whatnot, she was immediately on to the next, like machination, right?
Yeah.
So that's the first name that comes to my mind as a player. I just don't know if it's what I want to put in the Sirius's.
Yeah.
Do you think that is that the first name? Like, do you think
I
that's
think
a
it's
good
a
lead to
fair
go
one.
off of? Okay.
So,
Mayor Farbloom.
Mathilde.
Yes, she's always in the little that we've interacted with her. There's something there that she's hiding. She's machinating.
It's disappointing, but it's not completely shocking. She's had a bit of a falling out between the rest of she was in our party. We were friends, allies for years, and after the war, things did not... I just don't think that she would do that to Cassandra. But it's a good angle. I'll keep that in mind. I can't imagine any of them trying to betray us. 20 years of traveling and saving each other and dying and killing for each other, and then one day, no, I can't imagine that.
20 years is nothing upon the wheel of fate. And I have seen men betray and kill each other for less.
That's true. I appreciate your willingness to help me, though. I will never be able to repay it, but I will try.
Back on your point, I was killed for simply wanting to be a wizard, so definitely less.
Yes, definitely less.
The world is a full one of petty knaves and mindless curs. Perhaps this Fairbloom of yours is among their number. It matters not. I need not know who our enemies are, simply that in a matter of hours I will be bathing in their blood.
Gross, but that might help,
Does that count as a
Let's not to be
miracle?
associated with that freak.
I would just like to say I would rather be on this in our current circumstance
I'm happy
than
he is
the
not
inverse.
trying to kill me, but at the same time, when this is over, I will be getting as far as I can.
And
basically.
you know what? That's fair. That's aside. That's fair. That's valid. But right now, I would rather have Warwick under the guise of this little dragon thing than the other possible arrangements of that particular affair. So,
everybody's gotten everything they want to do currently.
I believe so.
I'm just after that, I'm just gonna sneak up real quick to work and be like, us being the dark brooding ones, I could help you. I happen to have walked the path of light a long time ago, but I might be able to help you find the miracles that you're looking for. Kind of give you sort of like a consultant role, to kind of help you guide you into the...
Guidance from the great Zayden Shadowblade. You humble me, but I will accept.
That sounded like there was a but there. There wasn't a but there.
It's but I will accept.
Oh, okay, great.
There's one last thing I would like to do. And that's, I would like to roll insight on Zayden. Because I feel like ever since you came down from that crow's nest, there's something about you.
There might be a little something.
Roll your insight check.
Oh, what? Business as usual. Stop rolling that die.
Yeah, you need to borrow one?
Are an enigma trapped in a mystery.
I probably would start going up to Sirius to be like, okay, I need to tell him the truth. If I can persuade Warwick to be a little bit, maybe I can guide him in the right way, but Sirius, we've been working together for a long time. Let me clear the air here. Sirius, and you just start walking away, you're like, you know what, we'll do this later.
I gotta go get my book. I gotta go check my book. Maybe there's something we can use.
You were saying, Dark One?
Dark and evil things. Yes, plenty, but I'll make sure that you're getting the most efficient use out of your miracle-age, you know? Get the most mileage for your miracle-age.
Indeed.
Tricking Warwick into therapy.
Yes.
You're gonna take it through art therapy.
Yeah.
Now
It's
paint
so
your
totally-
feelings.
It's so totally evil and dark, bro. You should try it out.
I just painted the canvas red. It's how I feel inside.
Yeah.
That would be actually hilarious. You would just become art therapist for him. All right. Well, with that, Tovin, now that he has got a new boss and got some pep in his step, because he's realized this place is going to be nice once the new owners have obviously taken over and fancied it up a bit. He's a little more excited, and he's navigating the ship. You guys have slowly been descending through the clouds, and you wish you were descending straight into the airport bay cargo area of the Esterli Empire, but it's not going to happen just yet. There is an island, and it comes into view slowly in the darkness. It's very mountainous, very rocky. You're not seeing a lot of like good space to land, but eventually they navigate, the captain and his crew navigate to a portion of the island that has just very soft, shallow beach area, hit by immediate like trees and bushes. It's very dense. This is not a place you would go to. This is not a place that you'd go to vacation. This is much more of a old rocky island in the middle of nowhere.
Can we make a perception check to see if we were being watched when we land?
Yes.
Okay, that was like a straight drop. That would be a 14.
As the ship lands in this one area of the island, you don't, in the immediate vicinity, you don't see any issues. You don't hear any issues, nothing is, but it is a very big island, so there could be lots of stuff happening on the other side or deeper within. In your immediate vicinity, you are safe. So what that means is that Tenant will give Tovin the notice that we're going to take this small party out into the island. We're looking for someone. If we're not back by sunset of the next day, I guess the ship is yours. So, yes.
Has it been more than an hour than when we cast Find Familiar? Because we would still
Yes.
have. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
So,
So
as you follow his lead, Tenant's lead through the brush, because he seems to have that amulet that he wears seems to be very much connected beyond him and Cassandra. Like he uses it as a guide. When you were seeing the cast magic, the detect magic on him, and those tendrils were coming off, it's always yellow. He has these little yellow ropes that lead to her. That's what your assumption is. Maybe after years and years and years of healing someone over and over and over again, you have grown into a sort of symbiotic being in a way, and you're very much more connected than the average person. But he seems to know what he's doing, and he sometimes gets lost and then turned around, but then immediately head snaps and picks a new direction. And as you get to the edge of what looks like a new clearing where there's a small amount of beach here as well, you can see the orange flickering light of a campfire. And you slow down as you approach, listening, watching, because if there's someone on this island, they're probably there. And then,
I can run. Oh wait, you got to the bird.
does anybody want to make a perception check, perhaps?
The bird should probably go
Down.
first.
the bird should. That is maybe a good.
Ooh, that's a 24.
Okay.
Like
Seems
we're all getting in
I
there.
think we're sorted.
Oh,
Yeah, probably.
Natural
I need to stop
20.
rolling this.
No, that's
that
what I
was
did
a
too.
2. That was a 2.
natural 20.
Do we have a dice jail somewhere? Can I imprison him?
I've got a 9.
21.
In there with the powder.
As your eyes adjust to the darkness, pretty much everyone gets a glimpse of something You're bowed down in between these bushes and trees and shrubs, and the rocks are cutting into your feet if you're standing awkwardly because it's not flat ground. But you can see this small beach area. There is a few little bedrolls. There is a campfire. There is a huge man standing looking out at the water with his back to the campfire. Your first instinct would be half-elf, but also, what is the other half of the half-elf? Maybe at least an orc or another, more giant races. He looks in the face human. It's just his size is twice that of a normal human, giant person, and he's standing there silently. And the gasp that Tennant lets out when he realizes who it is makes all the hair on the back of your neck stand up because it feels like something just flipped. You see standing, well, not so much standing as slumped, tied to a post that's embedded in the sand. You see Cassandra, your commander, bloodied, very much in distress, not hanging on very well, standing with her back to all of you as well. She looks unconscious, and Tennant looks angry. And we'll find out what happens next.
Next week.
We have to wait a whole week.
Guys, we don't know if these are being released weekly.
That will make it funnier.
As the party
Especially funny if
readies,
they're released, like, all at the same
as our
time.
party readies for whatever else is in store, we'll be back one more time with the final chapter of this story from the world of Dietana.
What's gonna happen?
I have no
We don't actually know.
It could be anything.
Warwick's gonna do horrible things.
Work's gonna.